We are building a team, a World Junior Championship team to be more specific. Um, Somebody in a Discord server that I'm in, to be more specific, Hoobsy93 in the Data 782 Discord server issued a challenge the other day where we are meant to be building a World Junior Championship team where we get 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies, and we're choosing 2 players per country. So it's 10 teams, 20 players, and then it's divided just like that. So every defenseman that scores is going to be 6 points to the total. Every forward that scores or defenseman that gets an assist is 4 points. And then every forward that gets an assist is 2 points. And then every goalie win is 2 points and 3 points for a shutout. So we got to build the team. Oh, and I'll show you. This is what the team's looking like right now. Completely empty. And that's a good looking team. I'll be honest, just full of blank. I mean, how do you improve on blank? So we're building a team, and this we have access to all the rosters for all the teams in the World Junior Championship, and I've been through and I've highlighted everybody here you see in yellow is a player who we're gonna take a look at. The strategy that I'm gonna be using for this is quite offense focused because we look at the rules and you're only rewarded for offense in this, unless you're a goalie. So I'm going all the way in on offense because if I get one defenseman that scores, that's 6 points. And I don't really care about goalies because if I get a goalie who sweeps the group stage, then that's only 8 points, right? So if I get one defenseman goal, then that's 75% of all of my goalie points on one play. So we're going all offense, and then the 2 skaters that I feel the least confident about, then I'll just go in and swap them for goalies after the fact, right? So we're going full offensive production here because there's no point in me taking a guy who is like a shutdown defenseman, like a Nicholas Cronwall, just murders everybody at the blue line. There's no point for that because that guy doesn't score. I need like the Bobby Orr type of defenseman, the guy who just wheels up the ice and just pots everything every single chance, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Um, yeah. So these players in yellow, I kind of have outlines for Canada. For Canada and Sweden, for the most part, I already know who I'm gonna pick. The only reason Fraser Minton is highlighted is just because I want to look at him a little bit. I just want to see um, if I'm missing out on anything by not taking him. So Fraser Minton, I know Celebrini is gonna be better, and I know Savoie is probably gonna be better as well. But I mean, let's just see. Let's just see. Last year, yeah, 55 points in 67 games. Yeah, 18 points in 20 games is good, but that was also 3 years ago. So I don't know if I can trust that. So Fraser Minton, we're not going to take, but we are going to take Macklin Celebrini and Matthew Savoie. So come over here into the team, and I'll just put Celebrini. Is it 2 L's? No. And Savoie. There you go. So that's Canada done, and then I'll go in and I'll just highlight them green, so I know they're on my team. There you go. And then for Sweden, I know I want to take Jonathan Lekurmäki and Tom Willander, but I do want to look at Bystedt and Ogren just for the same reason, Like, just, am I missing somebody? Wait, is it the right Philip that I'm typing? Yep. Bystedt. There you go. Just because I don't want to miss out on anybody. I have until Christmas to get this list in, so I want to do my due diligence. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on anybody. So he got 20 points in 45 games in the SHL last year, and he's got 9 and 26 so far this year. I don't mind that. So the thing we have to keep in mind too is that this World Junior Championship, it's going to be for the most part North American hockey. So any type of player in the AHL, like Jonathan Lekkerimäki, if he's producing in the AHL, then I can relatively trust that his game is going to translate into the tournament. So Johnny Lekkerimäki, oh, he's not even playing the AHL this year. He had a worse previous season than Bysted too, and about the same. No, he's better than Bysted this year. So, and then who else was it? Liam Ogren we wanted to look at. Liam Ogren. So we're going full offense, right? Like, I just want dudes who score. Dudes who get points. Put the puck in the back of the net. 2 points in 5 games. It's just small sample size, but 20 points in 36 games. And then 1 point in 7 games, World Junior. Let's see. Okay, so I don't mind Philip Ogren. I think I'm gonna stick with my guns though. I'm gonna take Jonathan Lekkerimäki just because I'm a bit more familiar with his game, so to speak. Oops, how do we spell this? Lekkerimäki. And then we'll highlight him green, just so we know he's on the team. And then Tom Willander. I want to look at him. I think I already know I'm going to take him. And that's the thing too, is that this isn't a draft. Like I just get to choose anybody that I want. Yeah, 8 points in 15 games in North America is great. And then before that, 25 and 39. Yeah. Okay. Tom Willander is going to be my guy. On the blue line, Willander. And then green. Boom. So Finland, I don't really know any of these Finnish players except Konsta Helenas. So we're going to have to do a little bit more due diligence when it comes to the Finnish team. I do know that Konsta Helenas is very good at hockey. Look at that, 20 points in 28 games. U18 last year, 6 points in 5 games. 11, yeah. Look at projected totals. Didn't know that. So we're going to take Helenas. Konsta Helenas. Just because we know he's a beauty already. And then, see, the rest of these guys on Team Finland, I just don't know. So maybe we can find 2024 NHL mock draft. Mock draft. And then we can just look NHL draft rounds. I trust that. I trust that. On the ads. How far back does this go? Round 4, and then Control I. Oops, is it? There's a Control F. Yeah, Finland. There we go. So Konsta Helena's top 5 projected pick. That's not bad. And then Emil Hemming as well. Is he here? Emil Hemming? Yes, he is. Emil Hemming. Let's see. Forward. Top 10 projected pick. Did that say? Whoopsie. Top 12. So top 15 projected pick. Projected points 17 and 53. He's a sniper. Fucking 13 goals. Jesus. So 15 points in 8 games so far in the U20, and then 8 points in 26 games in the Liga this year. 13 points in 12 games in an international tournament. That's not bad. Okay, so Hemming, we'll keep an eye out for Hemming. And then I want to just keep perusing this draft board here. So Aaron Kiviharu, unfortunately, is not playing in the tournament, or else I probably would have taken him. Thomas Suoniemi, are you here? I don't think so. I don't see him. Do not see him. Nilo-Pekka Muhonen. Don't see him here either. Kim Saralainen. Don't see him here either. Tobias Heinonen? I feel like I'm saying these wrong. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Tobias. Yeah, he's not here either. Jeez, nobody from Finland wants to play. Oh, I was on the wrong guy. Viti Vasanainen. Let's see. Viti. Okay, so I might just have to take Hemming anyway, because it doesn't look like any of these guys are playing. Jesse Polkinen, I know, is playing. That's him there. We'll put him. We'll give him yellow. And then Jesse. Oops, Jesse Polkinen. So 6 points in 8 games at an international junior tournament this year. And then 28 points in 18 games. That's not in the Liga, though. And then 2 points in 5 games is in the Liga. Okay. This is U20 too, so this is closer to the competition that he'll be facing. In the World Juniors, is he a defenseman as well? I think he is. Yeah, he is a defenseman. Okay, so if this could be a gamble because Hemming is a forward and Polkinen is a defenseman. I think I want to take more offensive-minded defensemen, especially because Polkinen and Hemming's point totals were kind of similar to each other. But Polkinen is a defenseman, which means that if he gets more points, then I get more points. So I'm taking Jesse Polkinen. I think I spelled that wrong. 2 Ks. Yeah, I did 2 Ls. It's supposed to be 2 Ks. My fault. My fault. Okay, and then Germany. I'll be honest, I don't know anybody on this German team, but Moritz Eliash kind of reminds me of Patrick Eliash in that he doesn't even have an elite prospects page. Doesn't even have an elite prospects page. And he's not on any mock draft. He's not on this mock draft. So probably going to be a no on Moritz Elias. But let's see. So the German players who were on the mock draft, Tobias Schwarz. Oops. Tobias Schwarz. Not here. Jacob Flonic. Not here. Paul Mayer. Paul Mayer. There he is. Paul Mayer. Whoops. Wrong guy. Guy was born in 1966. How is he a prospect? Paul Mayer does not get points. Does not get points. Elias Pull? No. Okay. This is tough. So we might just have to take a goalie from Germany here, like Simon Wolf. Could be somebody that we take from Germany. He's not here. Simon Wolf. Wolf. There he is. He's been playing in, is that Austria lately? And he's been playing real well. 9-3-3. That's 2 games though. Junior is a juniors tournament. 9-15 and 14 games. 9-16 and 17 games. 9-16, 13 games. Okay, so we'll take Simon Wolf, just from Germany. You know, I need to fill out a goalie spot. Hopefully, he's gonna be the starting goalie for Team Germany. You know, worst thing that happens is he's the backup and we just don't get any goalie points from him, but that's fine because I don't really care about goalie points. What I will do though is, this is probably a good idea, is I will look at 2023 World Junior Team Germany roster, and then if I see any players who are on the roster in back-to-back years, then I can probably, like, look at that, Simon Wolf was on the team last year too. So if I see any players who were on the team last year as well, then I'll look at them, because if they were on the team last year, then we can gauge how well they played. Sometimes my genius is almost frightening. So, Adrian Klein, Niels Elton, Leon Vanderlind. Adrian Klein, Niels Elton, Leon Vanderlind. Okay, I don't see any of them there. Philip Bedul, Marcus Fries, Julian Wazer. Nope. Rayan Bedahar and Philip Sin. Bedahar and Sin. Nope. So, forwards. Let's see. I don't know how I'm going to remember all these motherfuckers. Oh, you know what? I can do this. And then do that. And then we can see. So Bennett Rossme is not here. Thomas Heigl is not here. Nicholas Heigl. I remember these guys from last year, the brothers. Ryan Del Monte, not here. Luca Hauff. There he is, Luca Hauff. Hi, Luca. There you go. Hakan Hanold. Butchered that, but Yannick Prosk. Nope. Julian Lutz is here. Hi, Julian. We'll look at you. Quirin Bader. Sick fucking name. Robin Van Kalster. Nope. Sebastian Zimmerman. Nope. Eric Hordler. There's Eric Hordler. Dope fucking name. Roman Ketchter. Dude, why do German people have such sick names? Philip Kruening. Nope. Viet Oswald. No. Oh, there is Viet Oswald. Okay. And then we will look at these fellas. Put that up there real quick. So, first guy we'll look at is Luca Hauff. Luka Hoff. Bang. So what I'm looking at here is going to be how they played in the World Juniors last year. Okay, so he's playing North American hockey these last 2 seasons as well. And 16 points in 25 games this year is awesome. 21 points in 45 games last year is fine, I guess. This is the World Juniors, and he got 1 point in 5 games. So Luka Hoff, probably not going to be my first choice. Eric Hordler. Let's see, Eric Hordler. Eric Hordler. So he's not playing in North America this year. And he got 0 points in 3 games in the tournament last year. 5 points, 15, 3 points in 8. So I would take Hauff over Hordler. Lutz, Julian Lutz. What was Julian? Or is it Lutz? Lutz or Lutz? I don't know. I don't really know. 8 points in 24 games. Got 2 points in 5 games last year. Playing in the USHL. He's got 23 points in 19 games in North America this year. Okay, so Lutz could be a guy. Maybe he likes the North American game a little bit more. And in an international tournament this year, 5 points in 2 games. So Lutz we can definitely look at. And then Oswald, Viet Oswald. Oh, it's Corey Conacher's birthday. Happy birthday, Corey Conacher. NHL 15 franchise mode legend. Did I spell that right? Viet Oswald. No. Did not spell it right. Okay. Julian Lutz gonna be my guy. Julian Lutz for sure. Lutz. Whoops. Lutz. Beautiful. And then for Team Latvia, I mean, it's the same boat as Germany, so we'll probably do the same strategy. But we will look at Rainer's Rulers, because that's a sweet fucking name. Rainer's Rulers. Whoops. Put it in the wrong search bar. Put it in the wrong search bar. Okay, 13 points in 23 games in North America is pretty good. 10 points in 46. 12 points in 13 games last year in the playoffs. Oh no, that's the 8 points in 8 games in the playoffs last year. Okay. And then World Juniors, 2 points in 6 games last year. So Rollers could be a guy. Elvis Laskovs as well is somebody that I wanted to look at. Elvis Laskovs. Let's see, Elvis. So no points. He only played 1 game last year, but then 10 points in 20 games. He's got 29 points in 22 games already this season. Okay. I'm taking Elvis Laskovs, that's for sure. Hopefully he plays, you know. How many defensemen do they have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're bringing 12 defensemen. Team Latvia. Hopefully this Laskovs guy plays, you know. Jeez. Laskovs. Okay, and then I will do my mock draft strat. Latvia. Eric's Matejko. 91 projected. Be forward. The left winger. Matejko. Eric's Matejko. Eric's. Am I spelling that right? I don't think I am. Oh, no, I am. Eric's Matejko. There you go. St. John Sea Dogs. Oh, yep. No, I'm taking him. He didn't play in the World Juniors last year, but he's point per game so far in North America, and he wasn't really close to point per game last year, but I mean that's still respectable. And the year before, 27 points in 20 games, and then 9 points in 6 games in the playoffs. Okay, I am taking Eric's Matejko. That's for sure. Green Matejko. I don't really care about the positions for forwards. Like I know Lekaramaki is. I think he's a center in real life, but I'm just trying to fill it out in a more visual way so it makes sense for me. So I don't really care about the positions there. So the USA, there's a lot of guys on the USA that we can look at. The main two definitely for me are Will Smith and Seamus Casey, because I know that these are very highly touted prospects, so to speak. 23 points in 17 games is pretty good. And then 127 points in 60 games. But is that the USDP? Hang on one sec. So Will Smith, yeah, we can definitely come back to Will Smith. And then Seamus Casey was the other guy I wanted to look at right away, because I've heard his name thrown around a lot, but I don't really know anything about Seamus Casey except that he's supposed to be like him. So 23 points in 18 games this year, 29 and 37 last year. He's not really jumping off the page at me. I mean, we can keep him in mind, but yeah, not really jumping off the page. Cutter Gauthier was the other guy. Cutter, because I know he played in the World Juniors last year, and I know he kind of tore it up, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. 10 points in 7 games in the World Juniors last year. He's got 23 and 17 this year. 37 and 32 the year. Okay, so Cutter Gauthier. Yeah, I'm going to take Cutter Gauthier. I am going to take Cutter Gauthier. And then I think I also want to take one of these defensemen. If that's Casey or Hudson. I want to fill out my defensive core with guys who I know are proven. How come all these dudes are playing for Boston? Like, how come all of these guys are playing for Boston? Yeah, you know what? I'm taking Lane Hudson. 20 points in 15 games this year. 48 points in 39 last year. And then 4 points in 7 games in the World Juniors last season. Yeah, I'm going to take Lane Hudson. Whoops. Hudson. There you go. Slovakia. Let's see. So we have 2 more defensive spots open. Our whole bottom 6 is still open, and we need a backup goalie that I'm not really worried about. So for Slovakia, Dalibor Dvorsky and Philip Misar are kind of... Whoops. Dalibor or Dalivor? Dalibor Dvorsky. Dalibor Dvorsky. These are kind of the two guys who immediately catch my eye, you know. Let's see. So North America, 34 points in 20 games. World Juniors last year, 3 points in 5 games. Another international tournament, 2 points in 2 games. And then in the U18 World Juniors, 13 points in 7 games. Decent production in the Allsvenskan last year. I mean, he's on pace for 102 points in 60 games in the OHL, so I'm taking Dvorsky for sure. I feel like that's not really an out-of-the-box pick. He's definitely the best player on the Slovak team. Let's just make sure. If he's a center, yeah, he can play center. I'll just put him there. Dvorsky. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I did. Okay, and then Filip Mesar, who I know is also playing in the WHL this season. It might be Sudbury as well as Dvorsky, but I don't think Kitchener. I thought Kitchener. Oh, he played in the AHL 2 games last year, and then okay, so he's got 1 point in 3 AHL games. He was point per game last year in the OHL, and he's on pace for 89 and 56 this year. Just to make sure that I'm not missing out on anybody, I will go Slovakia. Richard Barron. Just to make sure we're not skipping out on anybody. Because I'm probably going to take Mesar, but I do want to do my due diligence. Richard Barron. Let's see, Victoria Grizzlies in the BCHL. Alex Newhook represent. 13 points in 26 games. U18 World Juniors, 0 points in 7 games. Youch. And then, ooh. Okay, so Barron's not going to be a guy. Oh, did I skip somebody? I did. Fabian Licko. I skipped. And he's not even here. Okay. And then next guy, Jakub Kromiak. Jakub Kromiak. Jakub Kromiak. What teams are those goalies from? What do you mean? I only have one goalie. Blank is a placeholder. Wolf is from Germany. Wolf is from Germany. Just because nobody else really on Germany impressed me, and I don't really care about goalie points, so we just took Wolf to fill out a roster. I don't think Misa's here. He's Canadian, right? Yeah, he's not here. He might be American, but I didn't see him. Yeah. Let's see. Jakub Kromiak, Kingston Frontenacs. I like when these guys play in North America. Yeah, he's not. He's not anything. Samuel Urban, based ass name. Oh, he's a goalie. Here we go. We might be getting another goalie here, boys. Definitely not, but we might be. Samuel Urban. Blake's buddy, you are blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. Okay, he sucks. We're not taking him. And last guy, Adam Belusco. Adam Belusco. Yeah, he's not even here. Okay. So it's going to be Filip Mesar that we take, as well as Dalibor Dvorsky from Slovakia. Filip Mesar. Here we go. Team Czechia. Canada almost lost to Czechia because we're frauds. We are frauds. Yuri Kulik. Guy that I want to look at. Yuri Hoodler's on here. Oh my god. Real ones remember Yuri Hoodler. Yeah, 2 players from each country. I'll break it down for you again. So it's 2 players per country, 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies. I don't really care about goalies. I'll keep it 100. 100 Dowie. Okay, so 46 points and 62 in the AHL last year, 9 points in 7 games in the World Juniors last year, and then 19 points in 20 games in the AHL this year. Okay. I like that World Junior production, and I also like that he's point per game this year so far. So Kulik will be a guy that we look at. Edward Sale as well. Edward Sale. Coachella Valley Firebirds legend, Edward Sale. I guess future Coachella Valley Firebirds legend. 21 points in 25 games this year. Doesn't knock my socks off. But 6 points in 7 games in the World Juniors last year kind of does. Point per game in an international tournament this year. You send me this? I can. I absolutely can here. Copy. I got you, boss. It's pretty fun. Boom. Boom. There you go. There you go. Edward Sale. Okay, so I'm leaning Kulik over Sale right now. Adam Yurichek. Yurichek. Did I click the right Adam Yurichek? Because I just saw there was 2. Okay, I think I did. But he's still in Czechia. Oh, he didn't play last year? I thought he played. Huh. Okay, I'm going to take Kulik and Sale. I do wish that I could take the defenseman, but there will be other defensemen out there. So Kulik and Sale. Sale and Kulik. There you go. Okay, so if I want to take defenseman, though, it has to be from either Switzerland or Norway. And I also need a goalie in there somewhere. So it'll have to be 1 forward, 2 defensemen, and a goalie in our last 4 picks. So Patrick Dahlin is the only guy that I'm kind of interested in out of these 2 teams. So we'll just look at him first. He could be our 1 forward. 7 points in 9 games this year. 14 and 18 last year. 7 and 18. Okay, Patrick Dahlin. We can look at him. This isn't even the SHL or Allsvenskan. This is a tier below that. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do Switzerland. Robin Nico Antonin. Don't see him. Leon Mugili. There he is. Oh, and he's a defenseman too. That's perfect. Leon Mugili. No? I spelled that right? Oh, Mugli. Not Mugili. Mugli. 12 points in 23 in the U20 Elite is fine. 1 point in 5 games in the U18 World Juniors. 2 points in 3 games this year in an international tournament. Okay, I'm not sold on Leon Mugli, but we can remember him. David Bosson? Don't see him. Yarmo Reber? Don't see him. And Yannick Ponzetto. Dope fucking name. Yannick Ponzetto. Okay. So Leon Mugli might be the guy. Let's see. 2023 Team Switzerland World Junior roster. Beep, 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 beep. Here we go. So goaltenders. Alessio Baglieri. Oh, Owen Hewitt, I know. He's playing in the WHL this year, right? Maybe. We'll look at him. We will look at him. Defenseman. Leon Bichelle? No. Vincent Despont? No. Luca Dushman? No. Rodwin Dionaccio? Definitely did not pronounce that correctly. But that's okay. Nick Mealy. There you are. Dario Sidler? Nope. Maximilian Struhl. I remember that guy from last year. Simone Taranio. There you are. There you are. And then Brian Zanetti. Okay. So we gotta look at Rodwin Dionaccio. Cannot be pronouncing that right. Absolutely cannot be pronouncing that right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he's been in North America for 3 years. For 3 years, he's playing well. He is playing well. 1 point in 5 last year, though, in the World Juniors. Nick Mealy. Mayole? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, definitely not. Simone Taranio? Simone Taranio. Let's see. Let's see. Still in Switzerland. And I just don't trust that. Alessio Beglieri. Two S's. Alessio Beglieri. I see you. He played 1 season in Canada. 8.67 save percentage. Ouch. 8.31 in the World Juniors last year. Probably not. Then Owen Hewitt, who I believe is in the WHL this year. Pardon me. Yes, he is. He's not playing super hot. but that's okay. Well, he played well in the World Juniors last year. So Hewitt, you know what? I'm going to look at Hewitt and Dionicio. Green and green. Hewitt and Dionicio. I absolutely cannot be pronounced that right. Dionicio is a defenseman, yeah. Yeah, he is. Dionicio. And Hewitt. There we go. So now Norway. Ooh, top 20 pick from Norway. Michael Bransig Nygaard. There you are. 3 Norwegians. Sten Solberg. Sten Solberg, defenseman. That's big. And Elias Strom Vatny. Cannot be pronouncing that one right either. Do not see Elias. That is all the Norwegians we have. What about... You know what? We'll look at those guys first. We will look at these fellas first because we just need 1 forward and 1 defenseman. So we could look at Bransig Nygaard and Solberg, and that could be it. Bransig Nygaard. $14 points in 50 games. Yikes. No points in an international tournament last year, but 5 points in 3 games in an international this year. 3 points in 11 in Allsvenskan, 6 points in 22 in Allsvenskan. You know, 14 points in 50 games in Allsvenskan isn't actually that bad. And then Sten Solberg. Sten Solberg. Let's see. Let's see. 18 points in 45 games in Norway. I would trust 14 points in 50 games in Allsvenskan more than that. But as a defenseman, that's not bad numbers. U18 World Juniors 1.6 games last year. Okay. Let's go for 2023. Oh, I guess Norway wasn't in the World Juniors last year. So I can't even do that strat. Because Norway wasn't around. Okay, I'll just take these last 2 guys. I will just take Bransig Nygaard and Sten Solberg. Now, I have no idea how the hell to spell Bransig Nygaard. Bransig Nygaard. And then Solberg. Okay. So that looks like the team. And well, that is the team. Now, I'm not going to submit the team just yet, but I will put it here. And I will put this roster just up on screen one last second here if anybody wants another look at it. And then I will also put a link to it in the description. And then if anybody watching this video takes a look at these rosters, sees a player who they know is better than somebody who I have on my team, comment it down below. I will add them to the team because I have until Christmas to get this list in. So it's not a big deal if I hold on to it for a couple days. So if you see a guy who I made a big blunder on, just let me know and we will add him to the squad. But Anyway, I think that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Smash like on the video, smash subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you in the next one.